ko alam bakit yung mga Pilipino ang hirap hanggang hindi natin nakikita na merong international involvement. Parang ang hirap ng come on eh. PSC learned that Ultimate will be part of SEA Games. Nag-support agad sila.
Yes.
So, malaking factor yun.
Malaking factor.
And there was, I was still part of the WIFDIF board back then. And it doesn't matter if it's going to be grass or beach ang surface for the inclusion of Ultimate.
Okay.
For Olympics. Siyempre, pinupush yan. Daming factors kasi. Parang akala nila madali. Kung ano yung nakikita nyo, it's not just that. There are different factors.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Akala siguro nila Boracay and then Dragons yung theme.
Yung kumbaga yung spirit animal.
Yes.
Kumbaga Oh.
Pero ang background talaga ng mga players before was Dragon Boat.
Access is presented by Upstream Sports TV.
Welcome to another episode of Access, where we talk to people in the sports media, creativity, and organizing industry. The idea of Access is that we usually need connections and, more importantly, the ID card that represents literally our access on big and small sporting events. Unfortunately, again, in this episode, hindi uso sa Ultimate Frisbee ang ID card, at least in general. But I'm very happy to introduce and share with you. We have Ma'am Karen. She is, from my perspective, one of the pillars of Philippine Ultimate. Of course, we work a lot together. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Karen Cabrera. I'm mostly an event organizer now. So the main thing I do right now is to organize Boracay Open. It's an annual event.
Yung flagship.
Yes. It's an annual event where we have local and international teams play competitively and for fun in the island of Boracay.
As also your residence.
Yes,
then,
yes.
Diba? Siyempre, home court advantage natin. Aside from that, also si Karen, I'm very happy whenever I see Rayu also playing on the pitch and also being a soccer mom din siya.
Yes.
supporting their son. No? So, siguro ma'am, parang maybe you can contextualize. What was the origin story of eventually becoming an organizer? Parang paano po kayo nag-arrive? Anong naging unang experience
Background.
niyo? Yes, background niyo.
Well, so I lived in Boracay early 2000. So we had a daycare center. We had some businesses there and a couple of bars. And then eventually, I did events, logistics for some big companies in the island.
Uso po during that time.
Yes, yun yung mga...
Nesty Beach Volleyball. I think.
Yes. Tsaka yung mga Holy Week, malaki ang Holy Week
yes.
and Labor Day in the island.
Yung
so,
na-feature sa ABS-CBN.
Yes, actually, we did a couple of events for ABS-CBN. So, yun talaga. Doon nag-start yung background ko talaga in doing events. Mostly doing logistics for them. And then, eventually, we started doing like small tournaments, beach tournaments in the island.
Well, during that time, you were already playing Ultimate.
Yes. Started playing 05.
05. So alongside, so did you start playing lang sa beach po? Or, talaga?
With the Boracay Dragons.
Boracay Dragons.
Yes.
Was it Boracay Dragons already during that time?
Yes, it was already Boracay Dragons when I started playing. And then, yung mga current players that time, sila yung nagturo sa amin. We were living in the island already, so mga pag-afternoon, wala kaming ginagawa. And nakikita namin sila, and we know that they travel to play. And a lot of... Yes. Meron na, nagpa-participate na sila sa mga local and international events. And a lot of them are good friends. So, yung mga owner ng Hey Jude, si Jude. May owner si Jude. Yung owner ng Summer Play, si James. So, we hang out with them every night. And then, yun, it became a family, yung Boracay Dragons.
I-release ko lang po dun sa list of questions natin. Why do you like Ultimate? Parang why did you like playing the sport?
Actually kasi, siguro I've been an athlete all my life. I've played different sports. I think wala yatang may alam. Even si Rai, yung anak ko. Parang ayaw niyang maniwala na I was an athlete, na I played different sports. Basketball, table tennis, swimming, volleyball. So, competitive talaga ako. And
Sa
ultimate...
nature niyo pala.
Yes. Ultimate brings out that competitiveness. And also, it's a social sport wherein when you have tournaments or even just trainings, marami kang nakikilalang iba-ibang tao.
May community building
Yes.
aspect.
So, yun. Parang ako yung captured market niya.
I would assume also, I don't think you would try to find yourself playing basketball in Boracay.
Yes. Oo. Yun na
Siyempre.
yung lifestyle na nandun na parang hapon. Ang dali kasi na pupunta ka lang doon, wala kang dala. Meron lang magdadala ng isang frisbee. Tapos laro ka na.
Hindi nga pala kailangan ng sapatos.
Wala.
Kasi nasa buhangin naman.
Tsaka kung anong suot mo.
Yes.
Usually naman, naka-board shorts lang kami before. And shirt or whatever jersey.
Yes. Oh, and admittedly naman, I think for our listeners and viewers, if you haven't like watched Ultimate Frisbee, I'd like to say it's one of the sports na co-ed, mixed siya, and it's very welcome. The format is really inherent dun sa sport mismo. Maganda siyang mixed na
Yes.
po, 'di ba? And this is something that you tawag dito na identify nyo rin po kasi you're playing co-ed naman po dun sa beach mismo, diba? So nakikipag-sky battle po kayo dati.
Handler talaga
Handler
ako.
talaga.
So I leave that to my teammates. Pero yun, I like distributing the desk.
Even at the time, I think I've heard of some of the players. Parang it's fairly recent that the handlers have been female. But even during that time na you were playing, or
Meron din mga 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 naglalaro sa mga end zone. Merong mga players kami, mga teammates kami who do those for the team.
may mga roles din.
Yes.
So, if aside from the and then when did the organizing ultimate tournaments begin? Or I guess because you organized Boracay Open. Ano yung origin story ng Boracay Open?
Actually, it started mga 02. So, ang original organizers noon, sila Wendell and his group, sila yung nagdala ng Beach Ultimate and Boracay. And sila din yung nagpakilala ng Beach Ultimate
Grassroots.
to the Boracay Dragons.
Grassroots pala.
So, I think that time, parang they had 3 teams or parang they were looking for a 4th team to complete the group. So, pumunta sila doon, nakita nila yung mga nagda-dragon boat. Sila James, sila Buboy, sila yan. Sila yung unang players ng Frisbee
Wala pang
in
YouTube
Boracay.
nun, syempre.
Kaya siya naging Boracay Dragons ang pangalan. Kasi they came from, ang background nila, dragon boat. Diba?
Reaction.
Not a lot of people know that. Pero parang akala siguro nila Boracay and then dragons yung theme.
Yung kumbaga
parang,
yung
yeah.
spirit animal,
Yes.
kumbaga Oh.
Pero ang background talaga ng mga players before was dragon boat. Yun talaga yung sport nila.
Was there on a technical level, what was the transferable skill from dragon boat to playing ultimate? Kung meron man.
I think kasi dun sila lumaki sa island. So, mabilis silang tumakbo. They're very agile. A lot of them are very athletic. So, parang any sport that they get into, mabilis silang gumaling.
Malakas na sila. Adapt na lang yung skills
Oo,
towards.
yung throwing skills na lang talaga yung kailangan. Catching, running. Parang it's innate in them. Even the kids now, in the island or anywhere, parang yung running and yung positioning,
Is
madali
very
for them. Yes.
innate na. Okay. And then, let's go forward a bit na parang, I'll ask it this way. How did you fall in love with organizing it? Kasi it became, in a way, it became your bread and butter as well, diba?
Yeah. I guess kasi, mahilig akong mag-alaga. So I think yung mga clients namin gusto nila na pag ako yung nilapitan nila, pagdating nila ng Boracay or wherever, alam nilang naalagaan ko sila. And then aside from, siguro ang best skill is to problem solve.
Okay.
Pag may problema, parang I would find a way. Hindi pwedeng hindi.
Yes.
So also madali kaming gumawa ng paraan, whatever it is. I will really find a way to deliver whatever.
And it's something na, of course, you're sharing your your expertise on yung love for ultimate, and
Yeah.
also kailangan may mag-organize di ba?
Oo, yun din talaga. And to deliver a proper event. Kasi parang we were traveling to different provinces and even international events. So nakikita natin kung what works, what doesn't work, anong kailangan. So we try to provide. And then we get feedbacks. Hindi naman lahat ng event perfect. Especially lalo na nung bago. And then we try to improve and deliver a better event the next year. I think that's why a lot of teams come back. Kasi parang nakita nila na medyo consistent naman kami in delivering what we have to or what they pay for.
Yeah. Ilang years na po ba yung Boracay?
Matagal na, but I think hindi ko maalala kung kailan kami nag-start. But I guess mga 2012, 13.
12, 26,
Mga ganyan.
14 years. No, roughly, more than a
Na kami
decade.
yung humahawak. Yeah.
That's a lot of experience.
Yes.
to-
But also, we did that because a lot of the proceeds we share with the players of the Boracay Dragons. So, we're able to join a lot of the big events and a lot of international tournaments because of it. So, the earnings we give support to the locals of Boracay,
But
locals of the island.
This is not something that's published as a fundraiser. Parang it's part of revenue generation, like big picture thinking. It's part of revenue generation for funding of the Boracay
Yes.
Dragons, diba? And
People are aware of that. Even the LGU. Kasi alam nila na the proceeds go back to the players.
okay. Syempre, kailangan pa rin kasi mag-generate ng revenue. Okay. And it becomes in a way, sustainable manner because you have a good, at least from how I would explain it, you already have a good core product, which is Boracay Open.
Yeah.
It's running long enough that it has its own very good reputation. And it propels newer athletes, or at least
Yes.
the team forward further.
Yeah.
No?
We're able to develop better players because we share our experiences and we're able to give them the opportunity to get the same experience by helping them participate in big events.
So may bias na rin po dahil sa buhangin tumatakbo. In a way.
Oo. Actually, advantage lang talaga
Advantage.
yun for those that grow up on the beach. Not just in Boracay, but even players from Davao,
Yes.
from Dumaguete, yung mga nakakapag-train on the beach,
May buhangin.
may buhangin. Advantage for them. Playing on beach ultimate. Pero on grass, it's a different story.
And then leveling up, Ma'am Karen, of course, you've had your engagement also with the PFDA, as we were discussing earlier. How different was the parang mindset or like point of view coming from managing an event and then a team, and then suddenly, I'm running or I'm involved in grassroots development kasi syempre may mandate din naman yung PFD,
Yeah.
yung NSA mismo, di ba? Maybe you can share your experience, some of the experiences that you've had.
It's not easy.
In a nutshell,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
It's not easy. Siguro, I was able to shuffle it well kasi yung background ko. Parang I had background in youth, I had background in doing events, I had background in our team, the Boracay Dragons, joining in international
Yes.
level. So, iba-ibang hats. But I think for the national team, it wasn't a big transition kasi
It's still a team.
it's still a team.
It's still a team.
But also, alam ko yung level.
Yes.
Nakita ko yung level. Even if it's a different surface, even if it's on
Grass.
beach, hindi siya grass. May idea na ako na pag pumunta kami ng kahit grass level in Asia, like Asian Championships
Yes.
or World's Championship on grass, alam namin na yung level nandun. Kasi nakita namin yung mga US players playing on the beach. Beach pa lang yun, ha? So what more sa grass?
Yes.
So it wasn't difficult in terms of yung akin, gusto ko makuha yung mga top level players talaga to give parang yung to get the best of the best.
Yun lang. Simple lang.
Yun
Just
lang.
get the best of the best. Get out there, compete, and then, of course, the best case scenario is to actually win. But at least, don't fall short of every
Yes.
tournament naman po, may goal naman po yan. Eh, diba? If I may ask this in this way, what's a misconception on running an NSA ba? Na parang, ano naman, madali naman yan, unquote, pero...
Daming factors kasi, parang akala nila madali. Your misconception is, kung ano yung nakikita nyo, it's not just that. There are different factors.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, so kunyari, akala nyo madali magpadala ng national team
Or bumuo.
or feeling
Even
bumuo.
bumuo naman.
Pero hindi nyo alam sa background, napakaraming kailangan ayusin, kailangan gawin. Like for international tournaments, akala natin ang dali na, dapat nandyan si ganito, dapat nandyan si ganyan. Pero hindi ninyo alam yung ibang factors like the behavior, yung ugali ng players. Alam nyo ba kung madali ba silang pagsamahan? Because we know, we've worked with them. And then yung funding, yung visa factor. So, minsan, kailangan mo din i-prioritize sino ba yung nakaalis na para mas madali.
And that's being very practical.
We have to be practical, pero hindi inaalis yung being competitive.
Yes.
And being fair as much as possible. To give opportunity to those na on their own, hindi nila kaya. Pero if we help them, may possibility.
Yeah. Kailangan may nudge ng konti.
Yes.
But also may participation. And these are all problem solving. No? Kasi, syempre, dun naman po kayo galing. Diba? I think at a certain point, maybe, at a certain point, I know that you are, or I'm not sure if you are still, part of the committee for beach sa WIFDIF po yan. Tama ba po?
Well, I'm not the chair anymore
Not the
of
chair.
the Beach Ultimate Committee, but I'm still part of the committee.
Anong, weird ng question, anong pong hangin doon? Joke lang po. Ano pong discussions at that level? I think, parang, what's a sneak peek of the, bakit kailangan may ganong committee?
Beach Ultimate Committee.
At least for those who don't understand, syempre may governing body pa rin.
Yeah.
And it has to be in a certain direction. What are some of the discussions that you actually have?
Okay, so the Beach Ultimate Committee is under WIFDIF still. Yung main discussions is pag may mga nag-propose, yung mga nag-bid for World Beach Championships, yung committee yung nagre-review.
That's a very logistical thing as well, diba?
So we look at the background of the organizers, yung feasibility ng venue. Is it easy for a lot of teams to go there?
Mobility,
Yes. We also discuss about rules. So, the length of the game, okay na ba tayo? Kung okay naman, bakit babaguhin? Hindi natin kailangan baguhin. Or pag may changes in grass rules, ma-adapt ba natin yan sa Beach Ultimate?
Okay.
So, kunyari, like game advisors.
Yes.
Before, parang ang tagal bago nagkaroon ng game advisors for beach because parang mostly, the committee wanted it to be the players deciding on their own. Parang wag na muna yung game advisors kasi
It's
baka
the spirit of the game
yes,
kasi, di ba?
yan talaga.
Yan talaga.
But eventually, syempre, mako-convince ka rin na magkaroon ng game advisors. If that would mean that it's going to be a requirement for us to be included in, let's say, kailangan may referee for SEA Games or for Olympics. So we need to adapt. And then the Beach Ultimate Committee is the one who approves of that. And then we just report it to the WIFTIF board.
And then for approval
Yes,
or for revision or
Yes.
for further discussion. Actually, doon po pupunta yung next question ko, di ba? And we also worked on something that was a different format. The usual format, team format for beach is still five. But during that year, you actually ran a tournament that was four ano ba tawag doon? Philippines Ultimate Force.
Yes.
Ultimate Force. Was this something that was a product of the discussions from the committee as well?
Yes. Kasi WIFTIF promoted yung Ultimate Force because they wanted to be included in the Olympics.
That's a goal.
Yes.
That's a
And then there was I was still part of the WIFTIF board back then. And it doesn't matter if it's going to be grass or beach ang surface for the inclusion of
no
Ultimate
wonder. Okay.
for Olympics. Syempre pinupush yan. So sinabi nila baka mas malaki yung possibility if it was beach ultimate compared to grass kasi marami ng grass events like football, di ba?
Yes.
So, naisip yung beach. And then, ako naman, syempre, thinking ahead,
Two steps ahead.
simulan natin dito sa atin
Yes.
para at least yung mga players natin may background.
Yes.
Advantage lang din because Boracay Open is a four-a-side event. So, sanay na tayo na smaller field
Yes.
and apat yung naglalaro. So, we introduced the Ultimate Force a couple of years ago.
Yes. And then it was just that year that we had a Philippines Ultimate Force na competition in that name, 'di ba? Yung pangalan lang.
On beach, yes.
On beach lang.
Hindi pa namin nagawa on grass, but on beach yun.
Oo, kasi I remember watching on the WIFDIF YouTube channel. Merong demonstration of the force
Yes.
I think in another event. Tapos pinasok nila as a demonstration.
I think that was also beach. Beach event.
Beach. Parang meron po isang
Meron bang grass?
meron pong
Baka
isang
merong
grass.
isang grass event. I don't know which one.
Si Ma'am Karen, basic kasi siya mag-manage. Ako nanonood ako parati ng YouTube.
That's your job.
Oh,
That's
my-
part of your role,
Correct.
diba?
So kumbaga nag-share lang kami dito. So,
But I get a lot of insights from you.
kasi, ano naman I mean, I'm sure you've seen the development also of media work throughout. Although I will not ask about media, but I think the viewers and listeners, the community should understand that I'm just from an outsider looking in. It's always nice that your national team actually has a way for upward. Kasi yun yung goal, di ba? So,
Yeah.
there's always the question, bakit wala tayo sa SEA Games? Before, at least. Diba? Bakit wala tayo sa Asian Games? Bakit wala tayo sa Olympics? Mainly because it has to be worked on.
Yeah.
Diba? And I'm sure those are things that you had to also have discussions with. I'm sure you've had meetings with maybe Olympics or Asian Games. And yes, please do understand na hindi siya basta-basta nangyayari, di ba? Maybe you can also share your insights on, does that also connect with because we don't have an Olympic sport or an Olympic presence as ultimate? Ibig sabihin ba kaya hindi rin siya madaling ma-recognize ng local committee, ng POC or PSC? Is it related?
Siyempre, that's part of it. So, when PSC learned that Ultimate will be part of SEA Games, nag-support agad sila.
Yes.
So, malaking factor yun.
Malaking factor. Like just moving
Yung direction
upward. Yung
talaga.
direction kasi mismo. Aside from the World Championships, of course.
Yung World Championship kasi, it's not recognized by any official Olympic committee. So parang, I don't know, parang hindi siya masyadong tinitake seriously ni PSC, ng National Organizing Association. And
not necessarily because it's a bad thing na hindi na tinitake seriously, but I think we just have to be realistic that merong way forward and there's a proper way of discussing these things.
yeah, I think their focus mainly is yung mga sport that are included in yung jurisdiction nila, which is SEA Games, Asian Games, some World Championships,
and also
and Olympics.
no? As a mandate of the
Yes,
organization
yes.
as well. So, hindi po kayo napapagod kasi hindi na nare-record. Kasi that's always a question na as a to a certain extent, passion will only energize you or give you energy for the work. That's a lot of love for the sport.
Medyo matagal yung love.
Medyo matagal na yung love and also a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah, medyo napagod din ako. Kaya I stepped down from doing National Associate, the PFTA rules.
Yes,
So, and then I just wanted to focus on,
Basics ulit.
yes,
Basics.
on family.
On family naman. Which is, I think, a good segue to to you're doing, of course, as a parent, you're doing a lot of manager work for Rayo at this
Sobra
point.
yata. Kawawa siya.
Parang malas. Hindi ko alam kung malas o swerte niya. Nag-manage na ng national team ang
Sobrang swerte niya.
Diba po?
Because we know the direction. But it's a lot of work for him and for us too.
How's the translation of the navigating the community or the sport for football naman?
Iba yung football eh. It's a bigger community. So mas maraming competition. So if his goal is to be part of the national team or to become a pro, mas maraming challenges. It's so different from ultimate kasi kalaban mo hindi lang thousands, tens of thousands of kids, adults. Pag nag-pro sila, age doesn't matter.
Yes, opo.
So
After U23, tapos na eh. Pro na sila lahat.
Oo, so hindi na niya kalaban yung ka-age niya, even younger players, 'di ba? So yun na yung kaagaw nila for certain spots.
And if you're watching and if you're part of the ultimate community, having coming from ultimate na, of course, yung way forward is a bit medyo challenging pa. Football is very structured. Already, nandiyan na siya. Like time and again. What are your steps into making sure na talagang may push for Rayo towards the direction, yung goals niya so
Sa kanya
far.
talaga.
Or at least from anong learnings niya as a soccer mom, no?
Actually, first and foremost, kailangan they enjoy the game. They enjoy the process too. Kasi you can't overwork them.
Yes, of course.
Parang aayaw din sila pag pagod na. Or parang it's too much, it's too routine.
This is general for all children or for all athletes, of course.
Yes, oo. Not just for football. I guess kahit anong sport. I think the parents need to be aware and sensitive about their own kids. Kung ano yung growth niya, it's so different from everyone else. And they progress differently at different ages. So, kunyari, yung teammate niya, bakit hindi ka ganun kakaling? Bakit yung si ganito nandyan na? Don't gauge. A lot of coaches would tell you that na don't compare. Kasi they all have their own journey. And then you just need to make sure that they have fun. They enjoy their friends. They do their own individual work. They do their own personal trainings, or you put them in a community or a team or a group of friends, or especially ako with like-minded parents, para yung goal nyo pareho. Not necessarily, hindi naman natin alam magpo-pro ba sila or hindi. Pero syempre, kung saan yung highest level na marating nila, will it be UAAP? Will they turn pro? Okay lang kahit ano. As long as you enjoy the process, the journey, I think that's what's important.
Parang ang laking advantage po na athletes din ng parents.
Yes, I guess, oo. Kasi some parents, they don't know what to do. Some parents would message me,
Yeah.
Mami, ano bang gagawin?
Totoo nga.
Parang, sige. Ay, syempre, gauge mo rin yung anak nila. O, dito ka muna. O, gusto mo, sama ka sa amin. O, pwede na yan, sama natin dito.
Nagmamanage na rin po. Nagmamanage na rin po kayo ng
Free
team.
service
Free service.
sa mga friends.
Of course. Kasi syempre, kasama nyo na po yung anak.
Oo.
Kasama nila yung anak. Kasama nyo po yung anak nila.
Yes.
At kasama rin nila yung anak nyo. From time to time, depende kung sinong kasama.
They will grow together and progress together. So, the more competitive they are, mas mabilis. Or mas, kung pareho kayong goal, mas madali i-navigate.
So, given that, of course, football is very structured. Let's circle back to Ultimate. You've seen a lot of the grassroots work for football. Is there anything that you would want to see reflected also on Ultimate? Kasi I'm sure, hindi nyo naman po naaalis sa isip nyo na, sana may ganito rin sa Ultimate. Diba?
Ano sana? Kasi parang ang Ultimate, hindi sila sanay sila na it's not structured. So parang kala nila
Freestyle.
and a lot of people do a lot of volunteer work.
Yes.
Maraming knowledgeable na tao, maraming players that can be good coaches, maraming coaches na who have a lot of experience. Support natin sila. Gusto natin pagalingin yung anak natin. We need to start letting them earn para maging sustainable.
At
Yung
mabalik.
goal. Yes, kasi when they coach or when they organize like clubs, hindi naman libre. They give you a lot of time. They spend a lot of time not just on training na 1 hour, 2 hours. Nag-iisip yan. Kahit tulog sila, kahit pagising nila, nag-iisip. So, let's parang work on that premium na let's try to start supporting them financially.
And giving a structure
Yes.
to a certain
Kasi parang minsan maningil ka lang 200, ayaw pa.
Well,
Hindi nila alam sa football when I tell them, pagpunta nyo ng Manila, ang football, ganito ang bayad. Ganito ang fee, ganito ang club fee.
Grabe.
Yes.
Hindi naman dahil, again, unfortunately, we have to face the phrase na pera-pera lang yan.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere is always going to be using their financial resources or physical resources, mental resources, so that they can get better. And that's the reality of,
Yes.
of things. No? Nananawagan po kami sa mga... of course, nanggaling din kasi naman yung community and yung sport from very being DIY,
Yeah.
'di ba? Very being. Kaya pag medyo na maghigpit ng konti or at least kailangan mag-adjust, parang ayoko na. Balik na lang tayo dun sa fun lang na
Pero sayang
mode,
Sayang. Kasi maraming tao na with the experience na kung if we're going to give them the opportunity to put up a club or
Or
youth
academy,
team or academy for Ultimate, the talent is there. A lot of kids na who didn't enjoy playing basketball or football or different sports,
baka hindi pa lang nila
yung skills
nahanap.
na yun magagamit natin for Ultimate.
Kaya pala may cross-training ako
Yes.
nakikita sa...
Oo. Madaming
stories.
Ultimate players na when they were young, previously, they were good in playing volleyball, basketball, lahat ng skills doon pwede mong magamit in Ultimate in different positions.
If there's anything that you've seen outside of the country, how organized, how football is organized, anong gusto nyong gawin for ultimate naman. Anong gusto nyo hiramin na konsepto?
Yun,
Aside from I understand it's the not officiating, even the, tawag dito, the coaching and the structure, no?
Yung
Parang kailangan may schools.
Mm-mm.
Ay, hindi pala schools. Academies
or
pala.
clubs, even just small clubs for youth, for...
So, dapat yung mga clubs natin sa Philippines, in a way, hindi lang nila inaalagaan yung sarili nila. I think that's a very concrete way of doing things, na parang dapat meron din silang grassroots, or sige, tawagin na lang na, wag na natin tawagin grassroots, tawagin na lang natin sana may weekly open play man yung mga teams mismo, diba?
Pero a lot of the players are also busy, especially in Manila
Totoo
or in
naman
the
yun.
cities,
Totoo.
no? So,
Hirap kaya mag-sport sa Manila.
so you need to spend on transportation. Sa Manila mahirap kasi like even in the city talaga,
Yes.
na hindi Boracay setup.
Yes,
Ang hirap kasi kailangan mong sumakay,
You have to move
mag-commute,
around.
you need to pay for venue, mahal ng fields ngayon, especially lalo na gabi lang time mo, mahal lang ilaw. So,
May premium po.
yes, oo. So, yung gusto kong from football to ultimate, yun lang, to get the support of the parents. Kasi iba yung support ng parents in football, grabe. Gusto talaga nilang mag-grow yung mga anak nila. Even at the grassroots level. May mga alam akong mga bata na at 7, they do one-on-one trainings already.
Huh?
Yes.
Grabe.
There's Prodigy who does like skills
Training at
training
least.
for as young as 5 years old. So, yun. If you want your kids, ultimate
Start
may
early.
not make your kids pro na babayaran sila when they get older.
Yes,
But yet, the skills that they will learn and the community that they will gain, malaking improvement yan for your kids. So, just the camaraderie, kung paano ka makisama. Like, ang ultimate is all levels. Hindi naman mayaman lang. You get to mingle with different kinds of people.
Sige po. Let's wear our organizing hat naman. Coming from, anong tawag dito? Coming from an organizer's perspective, like, if you have the pro tip for the other organizers as well, ano yung gusto nyong ma-share sa kanila? So, kasi you've seen a lot of tournaments run as well, diba? And you've joined them. Is there anything na ano po, na gusto niyo ma-share as a best practice?
I guess when you start earning, tingnan din natin yung progress and yung ano ba yung nakukuha ng players. Alam ko minsan may mga malaking tournaments, they have malaking community, madaming teams. Tingnan natin yung development. Parang siguro mag-sponsor tayo ng mga new and emerging clubs, yung mga grassroots. I see some events doing that.
Yes.
Na parang free reg fee for
Under
15 players.
yes.
O yung mga ganong bagay. I would like to encourage that. And then not all events would be perfect, would run perfectly. So pag nagka-problema, ask for help.
Or wag
Ask
nyo i-bash.
PFDA.
Wag nyo
ask-
i-bash kagad. For the
ang dali-
players din as well.
Ang dali
diba?
kasi mag-bash. Pero syempre, yung mga nagbabash, kung player ka, participant ka, okay. Pero kung nanood ka lang, tas nabalitaan mo lang,
May ebas ka pa din.
Diba?
May sinabi ka pa.
oo, ugali natin yan. Pero, alamin nyo yung roots kung anong nangyari. Yun. And then, learn from, you ask help. Madaming pwedeng mag-consult. Ang dami kong, when I was still the president of PFDA, may mga organizers who would call, Ma'am, ano nangyari? Ganito nangyari? Ano pwede gawin? And then I would gladly guide them and suggest things to do.
I think yun yung mas importante na question. Yung after nung anong nangyari. Anong pwedeng gawin?
Yeah.
Diba? Parang lagi kasi nalilimutan. Okay. Siguro personal opinion. Parang for a sport that I admire because it's mixed in terms of gender. I admire because it's self-officiated. But I think what I'm having difficulty reconciling is for a sport that has high spirits, when there are tournaments that things happen, parang nawawala yung spirit ng lahat ng tao. Di ba? Parang lahat may tama. And then, as an outsider looking in, parang, bakit inuungkat niya din yung ibang mga past and all, di ba?
May opinion.
May
no?
opinion. As someone na, maybe let's make it a productive discussion. Is there any parang step that can be done as an organizing or as a club na parang mas mag-focus na lang on the development of the sport rather than discussing the issue over and over? May mga naisip po ba kayong ganun? Medyo curveball question po yung ano na yun.
For the clubs?
Or for I think for the sport in general sige, tahiin ko na lang po siya dun sa, 'di ba, the committee on beach actually discusses those things. Parang bakit hindi na lang natin pag-usapan din dito, 'di ba po? So
actually pwede, no? Siguro what the association can do or the organizers can do is to bring in, kung organizer ka, tawagin mo lahat ng mga captains or whoever would want to participate, how to make your event better. For the PFDA na, okay, nag-goal tayo and then ang dami pa rin nangyari, ang dami pa rin comments. So, bakit? Let's look into that. Anong nangyari? And then, let's work on it.
yeah. Parang what's next?
Maiintindihan naman ng mga tao. Siyempre, ang Pilipino masyadong emotional. Ang dali din nating mag-comment. Dali natin magsalita.
Very invested po kasi yung energy natin.
Yes. Madami tayong puso. Sobra.
Minsan sobra.
Puso talaga. Pero in all aspects of the term puso.
Correct.
Pero yun, let's learn. Siguro kung organizer ka, kung PFDA ka, or leader ka, captain ka, ang daming factors na makakasakit sa'yo. Kailangan matibay ka. Kung hindi, ang daming aayaw agad. Marami ang kalala umayaw na kasi hindi nila kinaya yung mga bashing and all that. But that's part of it. You have to live with it.
Unfortunately, hindi makakontrol.
You have to face it.
Face it. Okay.
Yung harapin mo. Huwag kang magtago. Kasi yung iba nagtatago lang ka after like may nagka-problema sa event, di nagpapakita, walang sinabi. So, do something about it. Parang ako, ang dami kong trials, ang dami kong time sumiyak. Pero, after, you learn from it. Titibay ka and then mas marami kang magagawa afterwards.
Makes me think na we had a meeting yesterday and in a way, there has to be someone controlling the narrative. Parang you don't want the narrative to control what is the view on the sport as well. And that's a lot of, again, hard sell, but like that's a lot of media work as well. Napaisip din ako. No, parang pwedeng, sayang nga po yung parang sayang yung momentum din. Like in terms of visibility and having a goal. What could have been next steps as well. Although probably when they watch this recording, medyo mas malayo na tayo dun sa timeline na yun. If you will advise, maybe just to wind down a bit the discussion, if you will advise people on how to get into the organizing or into this industry, minus being in ultimate, parang is there anything that you would want, that you will advise them to be or to do?
Do it.
That's the starting point pala. No?
Kasi kung gusto mo lang, mag-organize tayo, pero hindi mo ginawa, you start. Mahirap mag-start. Ako din, dami kong ideas na I wanna do this, pero hanggang hindi ko ginawa, walang nangyayari.
Wait lang, magsisimula na po. The joke. Oh, yeah, I understand.
Oo. So, yun. Do it and then get consultants. You, not professional consultants.
Someone
like
to
find people, talk to them.
Yung
I'm
kakampi.
Sure, hanap ka ng kakampi mo, kahit hindi mo kakampi, pag hindi sumagot, okay lang, let go. I mean, you'd eventually you'd find someone who would help you. Just ask.
Ma'am, with the probably the last question, if you were to be an organizer, like if you were to be mali tuloy yung question ko. Is there any event or tournament that you still dream of organizing or handling? Meron ba? What would be that event?
Yung pinag-usapan natin.
Ay nako, hard sell. But agree naman. I didn't want to bring it from for myself, but yes.
Nag-usap tayo before na we both dream of having a professional event na well organized, may structure, pwedeng league, pwedeng tournament,
May media.
a lot of media. Ang dami mong background doon.
Which
Ang
is
dami kong
the
natutunan.
consultancy.
Yes, ang dami kong natutunan sa iyo. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like PFL for football. Something like AUDL in the US.
In the US.
So,
We're still
yun.
dreaming.
We're still dreaming. I'm sure we're working on it.
Yes.
At the back of our heads.
That's true. Namahanap
Pero,
lang din tayo ng time.
medyo busy lang tayo pareho. But alam ko magagawa natin yan.
I'm sure. And kaya po ako nag-joke na tatanggalin ko na yung headset ko kanina kasi parang gusto ko na siyang simulan ulit. But in reality, of course, si Ma'am Karen, of course, has a lot of the organizing experience. For me, alam ko yung mag-broadcast, but like working on something that we actually own. Parang ibang creature din pala siya. It's a new brand.
Parang na-excite tayo nung pinag-usapan natin to have something na high level, something that's
New.
semi-professional, and then something na talagang pupuntahan na
At least that's our assumption.
yes. Not just in the Philippines. I think mas, hindi ko alam bakit yung mga Pilipino ang hirap hanggang hindi natin nakikita na merong international involvement.
May,
Parang ang hirap ng come on eh. Pero,
kailangan ng proof of concept, kumbaga.
hindi ka alam kung bakit. Pero I think we'll get there. So yung napag-usapan natin, I guess we would start with an international high level of event.
And for those who are probably listening to this for the first time, if you haven't heard, we've had baby steps already. We almost arrived at that. Unfortunately, mga timelines natin, I think of course, we have to go back to a bit to the drawing board. The vision is to simply have one format. Everyone pays attention to all of the games. And then, I think nadagdag na lang recently din yung asterisk natin. I guess it's going to be an international tournament.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will capture not just Southeast Asia, but also the Asia Pacific region. And that's how you dream also, di ba na? Kailangan dream big, but also put in, medyo lagyan mo ng safety net din kahit papaano. So, yeah, I think those are the questions. Thank you for sharing a lot of your kwento and dami ko natutunan din from the origin stories. Thank you for joining this episode, Ma'am Karen. We'll see you on the pitch. See you on the next podcast.
Thank you.
Access is presented by Upstream Sports TV. Make sure to access Access wherever you get your podcasts from. Thank you for listening to this episode. Leave us a question in the comments if you have any, and we'll try to answer them in the next episodes, or highlight your key learnings from our conversations. Catch you again on the next episode of Accessed.